Muy buenas a todos, aquí estamos otra vez en Enderal. Por fin estamos en esta serie que empecé y que, como la mayoría de series que empiezo, pues pasan al limbo, pasan a un estado de inactividad total. La cosa es que se creó esta serie para darle más actividad al canal, cosa que se me ha sido totalmente imposible este año, la verdad. 2021-2022 ha sido un poquito difícil de darle a esta actividad, porque he estado ocupado, básicamente. He tenido muy poco tiempo tanto para hacer vídeos, se ha notado, uno al mes, dos con suerte. Pero bueno, vamos a intentar darle poco a poco más ritmo, ahora que cada vez voy teniendo un poquitín más de tiempo. Y empezamos con Enderal, vamos a darle esa actividad que queríamos darle. Y os pongo un poco en contexto, dónde estábamos. Aunque yo tampoco me acuerdo mucho, pero me he estado informando. Vale, si os acordáis, en el primer capítulo éramos polizones de un barco y nos capturaron. La capitana mató a nuestro compañero y a nosotros nos tiraron al mar para que nos comieran todo tipo de monstruos y animales y lo que sea. La cosa es que sobrevivimos a ese infortunio y hubo algo extraño en ese momento. Se activó como si fuera una magia, tuvimos un despertar mágico. La cosa de ese despertar mágico es que te da fiebre y el personaje, o nosotros, nos empezamos a encontrar mal. Esa fiebre nos da bonificaciones bastante malas, sobre todo reducción de peso, de equipo. Es muy importante poder vender las cosas. ¿Por qué? Porque necesitamos pociones para contrarrestar esa fiebre. Esa fiebre se alimenta, iba a decir sí, se alimenta de cuando tomamos algo mágico. Es decir, no nos podemos tomar ni pociones de salud ni pociones mágicas. ¿Por qué? Porque nos sube la fiebre. Y no queremos que nos suba la fiebre porque queremos cargar con objetos del inventario, ¿de acuerdo? En ese proceso llegamos a encontrarnos en nuestras aventuras a un compañero que se llama Jasper o Jasper. No sé cómo se pronuncia, la verdad, no me acuerdo. Jasper creo que se pronuncia. Y a cambio de un favor que fue investigar un suicidio en un pequeño pueblo, pues nos llevar a la ciudad de Ark, que es donde estamos ahora. Estamos en una taberna de la ciudad de Ark, para encontrar algún curandero que él conoce y que nos pueda detectar o reducir, nos puede ayudar a reducir esa fiebre. Así que estamos en Ark y tenemos que ir a hablar con Jasper a ver qué pasa con esta fiebre y cuál es una posible solución o por lo menos mitigarlo. ¿De acuerdo? Así que vamos allá, os he resumido un poco, más o menos os he puesto en contexto. Estamos en Ark, una de las ciudades más grandes, y estamos en un mod para Skyrim que te cambia todo. Literalmente todo, el mapa, las misiones, todo. Es un juego totalmente nuevo, ¿de acuerdo? Así que vamos allá. Ah, por cierto, para curarnos, si no queremos usar pociones, la única forma es dormir. La vida tampoco se regenera automáticamente, ¿de acuerdo? Así que es un apartado bastante a tener en cuenta. Obviamente vamos a estar obligados en algún momento a curarnos con magia. Por eso necesitamos tener pociones que nos mitiguen un poco esta fiebre, ¿de acuerdo? Que seguramente ahora si vamos al mercado vamos a poder comprar alguna poción de fiebre, seguramente allá en el mercado. Tiene que haber alguna poción de fiebre, digo yo. Así que ahora vamos a ver cuánto dinero tenemos y qué podemos hacer con esto. Así que hoy grabaré todos unos cuantos capítulos. Quiero grabar. Hola. Algunos capítulos quiero grabar, pero no estoy muy seguro cuántos, la verdad. Imagino que cortaré. Si es muy largo cortaré y iré pues cortando a lo mejor de 30 en 30 minutos como antes. Básicamente un poco el mismo sistema, ¿de acuerdo? Vale. Vamos al mercado, vamos a hablar con Jasper. Y nada, eso. El mismo proceso, va a ser el mismo proceso, a lo mejor 30-30, y así tengo más capítulos para dividir. Así al menos en el mes tenéis algunos vídeos. También tengo pensado grabar algún mod. Es que hay un mod que quiero grabar, pero para hacer review de ese mod es mejor grabarlo en directo, la verdad. Porque es como un pack de misiones. Me gustaría traer más packs de misiones. ¿vale? Tipo Ambriel también la dejamos a medias y estaba esa terminada. Ambriel estaba a punto de terminarse, pero es que ahora con tanto reseteo de mod que estoy haciendo, la verdad, porque cada vídeo que hago son como muy rara vez sigo con la misma lista de mods. Voy cambiando todo el rato, todo el rato, todo el rato. Entonces, si cuando me preguntáis qué lista de mods tengo, es que a lo mejor no es la misma. ¿De acuerdo? Voy cambiando muchísimo de mods. Es que no paro de renovar o de quitar y poner, etcétera.
The city can be quite a maze if you don't know it. Right, you're from Ostian. I almost forgot. They're quite fascinating, these places, aren't they? You can climb high, and you can fall just as deep. And every place vibrates with life. Here, put this on. And before you ask, yes, it's
¿Qué me tengo que
necessary.
poner?
Just trust me.
Ey, esta ropa de rico que me ha quitado el pelo. Gorro elegante, zapatos elegante, traje de quileo. Y que, o sea, voy de noble, pero el carcaj no me lo quito, ¿vale? Eso nunca. Y ni la mochila. Soy noble humilde. Sí, sí, dale, dale. Yo te sigo, dale.
That's it. And why is it Malphas who carries the Sun Temple on his back?
Vamos al barrio noble, a ver qué hay ahí. No hemos pasado... No, en los anteriores capítulos tampoco pasamos. Sí que estuvimos explorando un poco, pero nada. Casi nada. La verdad, a ver qué nos encontramos. ¿Quién sabe?
You're not from around here, are you? I know that accent.
So, about this fever. Usually those gifted with magic have to report their talent to the Order, and then pass a ritual that teaches them how to deal with their magic. The journey to the water is what they call it. Once they've passed that, the fever reduces to an endurable level, and new alchemists have their names registered in some kind of holy book. But there are other ways to get rid of it.
¿No escucháis las voces muy bajo? Claro, lo pregunto yo, como para que me contestéis, pero... Voy a subir las voces. Los efectos incluso los voy a bajar un poco. Más.
I hope my employer can tell you about that.
He escuchado muy fuerte la cascada. Y que aún así la escucho fuerte, pero bueno. Espera. Ajustes, audio... Es que no sé si es lo del efecto realmente. Los pasos lo voy a bajar un poco. Venga. Es que si tampoco le quiero quitar la inmersión al juego. Oh.
Okay, almost there.
Ah, tú dale sin miedo. ¿Qué es esto? Barrio militar. Barrio militar. Cuidado. No la liemos. Me hace ilusión traer otra vez Enderal, la verdad. Era un buen mod, la verdad. Era y es un buen mod. Es gratis, por cierto. Si tenéis Skyrim, en Steam lo puedes conseguir gratis. Sí. O sea, también en gratis en Xbox Mod, pero está en Steam. Con un montón de premios y galardonado y... Muy buen trabajo, la verdad. Sí, sí. Tira, hombre, tira. No tira. Así que cuando estoy grabando esto, acabo de terminar el capítulo número 56, creo. 56 de mods, creo que es 56. Bueno, el de 6 mods que te van a cambiar Skyrim y tal. Pero vaya vídeo. En plan... Jamás pensé que iban a sacar algún mod que añadiera textura, o sea, textura, interacción de la hierba, que se aplastara, como en los juegos modernos. Me parece algo increíble. O el sistema de cerraduras, me parece una pasada. El de mirar por la cerradura de la puerta. Ojito. Cuidado con esta gente.
Hold it, my sir. No civilians beyond this point without explicit permission. Who are you, and what leads you to this holy place?
Business. I'm Jaspar Delveric, and I work for the Naramese mages.
Ah, right. The mercenary. And who's your companion?
Marija de Luna from Ostian, esteemed holder of de Luna's Empire of Tender Fragrance, the most prestigious perfumery in all of Vin. Archmagister Marigil sent for her. Didn't he tell you?
The Archmagister. Well, that does sound like him. Fair enough, you may pass. But show this place the respect it deserves, mercenary. You too, my Dame de Luna.
You have my word, fair lady. Thank you.
Se ha convencido rápido aquí la guardiana de la orden.
Well, that went better than expected.
El imperio de las fragatas suaves de hijo de la...
Hey, it worked, didn't it? That's all that matters. Nobody will suspect someone who's already in the temple. Anyway, I think it's about time I tell you a little bit more about this employer of mine. His name is Constantine Firespark, and he's one of Narathzor Orenthiel's former followers, which the new Grand Master, Tielor Orenthiel, brought here by ship about 2 years ago. That means he's one of the former arch-enemies of the Order. They usually wear green, while the Order wears white or red. That should make it easy for you to tell them apart. Firespark's pretty much the eldest of Narathzor's mages, and quite well versed in magic, at least from what I've heard. Plus, he's a very gentle and likable fellow, which is why even the keepers like having him around. Let's hope he can tell us a thing or two about these visions, and help you get rid of the fever.
Sí,
Come,
es que es muy curiosa,
Huh?
la verdad. Ay, se nos olvidó comprar alguna poción. Bueno. Bueno, dale, dale.
Unreliable. That's what they are, all of them.
All right, here we are. Hang
No,
on.
no. That's not how you do it.
Blast it! I'm just being careful. We
Like
have to.
heck we do. Give me that thing, now.
Ostras.
Blazes, I just can't bloody believe it. Blasted, blistering blazes. That's what you get for working with fumblers. I told you, we
Like the
should be
Firespark.
careful. What? Now, who the heck are you? Can't an old man have a moment to himself? Blazes, I just can't bloody believe
You hired me, the Magister, don't you remember?
Oh, right. Joseph the Scrounger. So, why are you here? Had any luck?
Just spar. And yeah, we did find something.
Suggest you first of all tell me when I allowed you to drag your flings up here. Do you need me to explain the meaning of the words highly and confidential to you?
I'm sure there's a lot you can explain to me, but let's save that for later. This particular lady over here needs your help, to be frank. Arcane fever.
Is that so? And what exactly has that got to do with me? Let the Keepers and their holy rituals take care of it. What is it with the costume, anyway?
This woman's magic is different, my sir. Just feel her aura, and you'll see it. Plus, she's from Narim, just as you are.
Well, all right then, for nostalgia's sake. I really hope you're not wasting my time, though. Working with these religious buffoons is bound to make any rational thinking person go bonkers. Anyway, that chair over there. Take a seat, and I'll have a look at that fever.
Bueno, parece que por la nostalgia nos ayuda. Un poco a lo mejor por pena, pero al menos hay una ayuda, es una ayuda.
All right then, this will tickle a little. Now you're right. This aura does feel different. Complex somehow and powerful. And do you really want to tell me you've only recently discovered that talent of yours? With that aura, I'm surprised that you haven't turned into an Obaya by now. Fine. Well, that is, we will help you. But first, tell me everything. How you got that magic, and how you met that Scrounger.
Pathlessness, wherever you look. Where is this supposed to lead?
I see. Regarding this vision thing, I think that your mind simply played a trick on you there. Not that it's much of a surprise, considering what you've been through. Actually, you were quite lucky that the sudden outburst of your glance didn't blow your head right off.
Let's hope he knows what he's doing.
Súbita explosión de mi visión.
By all that's holy, I won't start playing your tutor now. If you don't know about the basic functioning of magic, then read something from Balador Goldenstein.
The glance on the sea of eventualities. Alongside, but apart from the reality we're in right now, exist countless other realities, in which some events have different outcomes. so to speak. A version of this very same room, for example, with the very same people in it, only that Meister Firespark's beard is on fire. And what defines an Arcanist, someone capable of magic, is that he or she can see those other realities and let parts of them come true.
Well, look at that, Jasper. You surprise me.
Jasper.
That's what I'm being paid for.
Le llama
How
cada vez
powerful an
diferente.
Arcanist is depends on 3 factors. How far away are the eventualities that he can see, how well he can bring parts of them into our reality, and finally, how well his mind can handle seeing other realities simultaneously with ours. Lighting a candle is easier than calling a meteor from the sky, to speak plain inal, but as I said, read Goldenstein if you're interested in the topic. I'm not going to waste any time with lectures. Ah, well, if that's what you want to believe, go for it. I, in any case, have never come across such a phenomenon in over 50 years of studying magic. And now we should...
It all begins with the dreams.
What the blasted blistering blazes? Does this room look like the bosom of a whore to you? Or what makes you think you can go around touching anything you get your fingers on? These documents are confidential, for heck's sake. I knew it was a mistake to hire a thug like you. Lashery always had a weakness for...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember you telling me something about dreams that led you and Tealor Renthiel here, didn't you, Meiser? And you told me that in this vision of yours, the Veiled Woman said this. It all begins with the dreams.
What? Is that true? Oh. Then this near-death experience you had before you woke up on the shore. Tell me again, what exactly did you see in it? A room? Well, this is strange indeed. Anyway, for now all that matters is that we get that magic of yours under control. Whatever you clairvoyanced back there is of no use to us if you're dead as a doornail in a couple of months. Well, that's usually a plodding process. The fever you feel is a result of your mind not being able to handle all of these possibilities, so to speak. The ritual the Enderalians practice to get the glance under control is called the Journey to the Water. Put frankly, it means 1 year of hour-long meditation, bland food, and abstinence from anything that makes life worth living. In due time, the Arcanist then learns to filter these other realities from ours, and the fever gets less and less. Anyhow, luckily enough, we Neremes know of a way to quicken that process. A shortcut, if you will. I'm not capable of performing it, but another one of us is. Her name is Lashery, and you should seek her out as soon as possible.
Vale.
She's currently in a ruin called Old Rashengrad, not far from Ark. Just tell her that I sent you. Give me that map of yours. Okay, now you'd have to be a total idiot to miss it. I recommend leaving for the ruin straight away. And you, Joseph, you're going to come with me and show me what your trip to the Sun Coast brought forth. Hopefully, more than a bottle of honey wine and a hangover.
Bueno.
Quite a character, isn't he? But I like him
Y
somehow.
lo dice delante de él.
Here, I owe you this for your help back in Riverville. And in case you're in the mood for a mug of ale and a good chat, just drop by the Dancing Nomad in the Stranger's Quarter. I'll get myself a room there for the time being. With all that said, good luck mastering your magic, my fair lady. I'll see you around.
Tendrás la oportunidad de reforzar tus lados como experto. Cuidado con esta misión, no está en depresión. Ah. Compra pergaminos. Ah, tengo que comprar pergaminos de teletransportación. A ver, me han dado muchas misiones.
You
¿Qué voy a
do?
comprar?
Wonderful.
No sé, como... Uf, no lo había pensado tampoco un nombre para... No lo sé, la verdad. ¿Cómo llamamos al caballo? Algo neutro. No. Ay, no puedo poner mayúscula.
I'll let someone saddle it up for you. Just go straight to the stables and take care of it.
Vamos.
Walk blessed, friend. Where are you headed?
Mira.
How about myrids? What is there to tell? They're beautiful animals, majestic and wild, and dangerous if you're unlucky enough to run into an untamed one. In the time before the Blood Moon Revolt, a long time ago, tame myrids like this one here was a really rare sight. Nowadays, though, they're pretty common, at least here in Enderal. Pity, somehow. Oh, well, that's hard to explain. They communicate by clicking sounds. I, as a warden, have been trained to hear them, but you probably can't. And through those clicking sounds, I also tell them where you want to go, before you mount them. Obviously, that only works for routes that the myrid already knows by heart. I guess that sounds stupid, but I sometimes long for the times my grandfather lived in. Being a myrid warden was far more prestigious back then, and even feared with sublime or keepers. Nowadays, well, you can guess. Riding a myrid has become as ordinary as riding a mule. But, who am I to complain?
Vale. Pues
Walk
vamos a
blessed,
ir
my
tirando.
lady. Sure. Where to?
¿Dónde era? ¿Norte de Tierras Centrales era? ¿Norte de Tierras Centrales? Al final era un viaje rápido esto, pero norte de Tierras Centrales.
Sure. Where to?
Vale. Ya iba. Como un dragón, la verdad. Bueno, utiliza el esqueleto del dragón. Vale, pues hemos llegado aquí. Muchas gracias.
Hello.
Hola. Voy a guardar. Vamos a guardar. Y tengo aquí yo mi caballo. ¿No? Tenía yo antorcha. No tenía yo flauta, ¿no? Caballo. Y yo como... A flauta para caballo. Ahí está. A ver, lo primero de todo, no sé realmente dónde está. Un poco más abajo. Voy a guardar. Que no, yo no me fío de este juego. Que es más difícil de... Vale. Vamos a viajar dentro de la cueva. Vamos a encontrar a la maga. Uy, ¿esto? Uy. Uy, no me puedo mover. No.
Get away from there! Now! By the prophet's ass, one second later and I would have been scraping your
Hola.
remains off the floor. What in blazes are you doing here anyway? Let's put it this way. I know how to hide when I don't want to be seen. And concerning the explosion, you stepped right into a Kiranian dust crystal. Get a little too close and wait a little too long, and you'll have your ass blown around your ears by an explosion that would put any cannon to shame. Lashiri? Oh my. The fellow really isn't one for names, is he? I'm Lashari, but never mind that. At least it proves you're not lying. Anyhow, I hope you're not the backup I asked for. I was hoping for someone more,
Oye.
impressive. No offense. Is that so? Indeed. You have some uncontrolled magic inside you. And quite a lot of uncontrolled magic. Not bad. I've never felt anything like this before. Very well. If Constantine insists, I will perform the ritual.
¿Nos ayuda?
But it'll have to wait, since I'm up to my neck in this shit, as you've probably noticed. Short version or long version? Which do you prefer?
La corta. La corta.
We got ambushed. Why and by who, I have no idea. But I'd guess they're mercenaries. They must have found a hidden entrance, because one moment, I was upstairs and inspecting our mules. The next, I'm down in the ruin to find it flooded by these fuckers. Now, here's the thing. All my scrolls and the artifacts we've been searching for are still down there, as are my assistant and his Enderalian colleagues. And before you ask, yes, you can help me. You'll have to, actually, if you want me to tame your magic.
La pierna.
I wouldn't have a chance fighting the mercenaries by myself, but the two of us might be able to do it, provided you can defend yourself, which I'm quite sure you can. What do you say? Are you ready?
Venga, vamos.
Fine, then follow me. And keep your weapons ready. I think I just heard footsteps down there.
A ver, no sé si primero un arquito. Ojo.
Wait, shit, you were right. Get them.
Just try.
That all you got? That all you got?
Vamos. No, esto, vamos.
All you got? That no.
Uy. Ahí. Ojo. Esto es mejor que... No. Esto sí. Esto... No. Bueno. Tengo peso. Tenemos cosas que valen bastante, ¿no? A ver, esto nos ayuda un poquito. Y poco más, ¿no? En verdad, esto es ligero y no nos ayuda en nada.
Stabbed like a pig. Hang on. What's this? By the prophet's ass. I don't believe it. They're orders. My assistant, Sev. It seems he's the reason these fuckers managed to take us by surprise. Save it for Sev when I shove the staff up his ass and fire a thunderbolt.
Aquí no hay nada, ¿no? ¿Me dejas pasar? Tía, avanza.
Shit, can you smell that? That's fire. So, these guys really are trying to We have to do something. You're adept at magic, right? If I'm right, the mercenaries are trying to destroy the stone fragments, and we have to stop them. You take the lower part of the ruin. Try to save as many stones as you can. I'll take the upper part, and when it's all done, we'll meet here again. Oh, and one more thing. If you should find my assistant Sev down there, try to take him alive and bring him to me.
Vale.
I want to take care of him myself. Okay? Then let's get going.
Extintor de incendios. Es un libro, ponía. Por aquí. Bueno, voy a buscarlo así. ¿No era un libro? Ah. Vamos. Voy a guardar. Importante, guardamos.